Now, before you start generating buzz about your launch among JVs, you need somewhere to send them. Now, theoretically, at an absolute minimum, you could send them directly to the JV or affiliate registration page for the marketplace or affiliate platform you're using, such as JVZoo or Warrior Plus. However, sending people directly to these affiliate details pages would be unlikely to encourage signups. Instead, what you need to do is show or tell them why they should promote your product, as well as provide them with tools and resources to help them promote your product as easily as possible. The way you do this is by creating a JV page. A JV page should ideally have the following components: an invite video, a visualization of your sales funnel, a breakdown of your commission model, a list of contest prizes, a contest leaderboard, an opt-in form for your JV email list, a collection of done-for-you bonuses, a bonus page template, a supply of email swipes, a collection of banners and graphics, a JV blog, a link to a sales page preview, and a prominent affiliate sign-up button. Let's take a look at each of these more closely. Your JV invite video is the most effective if it features you in talking head format. You should describe your product thoroughly as well as all the details of your launch. This means you should mention your funnel and commission model, your contests and prizes, and so on. Ultimately, your video should end by thanking JVs for considering your launch and repeating your invitation, specifically with an explicit call to action to sign up as an affiliate. Now let's talk about your funnel and commission model. Your sales funnel diagram would typically be the same place that you lay out your commission model. Ideally, you should have a graphical representation of each step in your funnel indicating all the upsells and downsells along with the commission percentage for each of those steps, and the price of each of those products. Include any different pricing options you have for each of those products. You may specify what each step or product is on this diagram, or it's also acceptable to simply label them as OTO 1 or OTO 2, but expect some JVs to contact you and ask you what those OTOs are. Now usually your contest and leaderboard will be together in the same section. You'll want to show images of your contest prizes if they're physical items, as well as other details. For example, if you're offering cash alternatives for people who don't want the physical prizes. If you have a minimum sales requirement for each prize, list those clearly. But be warned, a lot of JVs don't like minimum requirements. As for the leaderboard, you'll want that posted above or below the contest info. You can manually update the leaderboard yourself periodically, or you can use an embedding tool that automatically updates it based on the data from JVZoo, Warrior Plus, or whatever affiliate marketplace you're using. It's not necessary to show the number of sales the contestants are making on that leaderboard, and most marketers tend to keep this private. Next up, the JV email opt-in form. You're going to want to update your JVs every day on how the launch is going, and to encourage them to keep promoting. To do this, you'll need their email address. You should have an easily visible opt-in form for JVs to sign up. An added benefit of this is that on later launches, you'll have a list of JVs that you can email and notify about your upcoming launches. In order to make life easier on your JVs and encourage them to promote and help them get higher conversions, you should provide done-for-you bonuses. These can simply be repurposed PLR or MRR content. Obviously, check the licenses and make sure you can use these as bonuses. And you'll simply place these into a zip file and provide a download link on the JV page. For a course on how to make these bonuses look gorgeous and appealing, see our Viking bonus creation course. Once you've got your bonuses, you'll want to go the extra mile and create a bonus page template. This simply means creating an HTML or WordPress page with those bonuses on them, maybe some images and a few headlines about your product, with a call to action stating something like, grab these bonuses when you buy product X through our link. You then place this into a zip file, and your JVs can simply upload it to their website and drive traffic to that bonus page. You can either hire someone on Fiverr to create a basic page like this, or use an easy web builder like OptimizePress 2.0 to build it yourself and export the page as an OP2 template. But keep in mind, not all of your JVs necessarily have OP2. Next up, email swipes and graphics. Affiliates are lazy. Yep, it's true. Just like you need to provide done-for-you bonuses and bonus pages to them, you also need to provide pre-written emails for them to use. You may find this hard to believe, but if you look closely at the promotional emails in your inbox, and then look at the JV pages for those products, you'll notice that even famous high-level marketers often use pre-written swipes from JV pages. Why? Because it takes time to write a good sales email, and even more to fill your email marketing schedule with a whole series of them. Providing JVs with email swipes allows them to copy and paste promotional emails, and simply tweak them a bit to make them more unique. I'm not saying all JVs care about email swipes, but for many of them, this definitely makes your launch more attractive. At a minimum, you should have one email for each day of your launch, but 2 per day is better, and having 4 or 5 scarcity-based ones for the last 48 hours of the launch is even better. In this same section, you can also add an assortment of graphics and banners for people to use in their blogs, sites, and even paid ad campaigns. These are probably used less often, but it's still worth having them. If you aren't sure what sizes or dimensions to provide, you can simply go to Google's AdWords advertising site and look at their guidelines for banner ad sizes. That's not because you're making these for Google, but simply because they cover a broad range of shapes and sizes that can be useful anywhere. Now, some will argue that having a blog is no longer necessary, since you can do all your updates via social media. And although a blog is certainly less necessary than it may previously have been, it's still a good idea to have a blog because people who aren't connected to you on social media may end up on your JV page, and will see that there are recent updates and exciting developments. Alternatively, you could embed a feed of some sort, like a Twitter feed, onto your JV page where you post these updates. Next, to give your affiliates an idea of how attractive your offer will be to their audience, you'll want to add a preview of your sales page. This also allows them to read up on the basics of your product so they can understand it better and write more detailed and accurate promotional content about it. Finally, there's the affiliate registration button. Arguably, the most important part of your JV page is this button. Make sure you have a big, bright, prominent button on your page inviting affiliates to request an affiliate link for your product. This should link to your affiliate registration details page on whichever affiliate platform or marketplace you're using. Now, a quick note on the layout of this site. A JV recruiting page can take various forms. Some of these are single, long pages with all these sections stacked top to bottom. Some are microsites with a main page and a menu bar at the top linking to other pages for things like swipes, bonuses, and contest info. Whatever form you decide to use, ensure the sections can be easily reached. One idea, if you use one long page, is to have a floating navigation bar on top that, when clicked, automatically shifts and scrolls the viewer to the appropriate section of the page. Once your page is complete, it's time to go find some affiliates, and that's what we'll cover next.